Hey, you guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday, you guys. I am going to talk about today how to get your manifestation from living in the end, but my type of living in the end, not the type of living in the end that you have heard or read about. Okay. Um, I I have a success story from a client. It's not an email. It was from a one-on-one session this week. And this client of mine was manifesting more money, and she was manifesting her specific person to, we always use the word prioritize, we always use the word being chosen and stuff like that, but she was manifesting just being more feminine and less in her masculine energy. And she wanted her SP to be more taking care of everything else, making the plans, choosing her, prioritizing her, um, just showing up as this like masculine man that she's always wanted throughout her life. She's always been more masculine than the men she's manifested, and I used to be like that too, you guys. This comes from many things. If you've experienced that, comment down below. I'll be going into that. I'll be going into this topic. But I do want to share a Neville quote with you, and I want to give you my interpretation. It is about living in the end, or it is about visualizing, but I think a lot of people get visualizing wrong, and a lot of people get too specific, like to the point where in their visualization they try to push the how it's going to happen too, which kind of can backfire on you when you're manifesting. So stay tuned, get your drinks, get your snacks. I got mine. I got my iced latte, which there's no more ice in it. But we got that much left. Oh, you guys, thank you for the, not last Friday, but I think it was the Friday before that. I showed you guys that I did my nails. They were different than now. I've been doing my own nails lately, my own gel X, and just really playing with it. And I'm obsessed. Like, it is such a, I don't know how to explain this. It brings you back to the present moment so much, and it's almost like therapy for me. So for some people, you doing your makeups like that, you doing your hairs like that. For some people, working on something, like building something, is like that. For me, like hair, makeup, and nails. Like, I'll show you, and it's cat eye. Hold on. How do we do this so it focuses? Wait, let's do it like this. It's cat eye. I don't know if you can see or if it's blurry. It's like this nude metallic cat eye. It's so cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you have the same type of nails, or you've been doing some similar stuff, comment down below. I always resonate with you guys. You guys always resonate with me. So I love hearing about it. But let's get into this quote I screenshotted the other day, and I want to share with you. It's from Neville Goddard. You guys know Neville Goddard. Law of assumption man. Law of assumption teacher. This is what the quote says, you guys. The moment man matches the beliefs of any state, he fuses with it. And this union results in the activation and projection of its plots, plans, dramas, and situations. It becomes the individual's home from which he views the world. It is his workshop. And if he is observant, he keeps saying he, but obviously it's like he, she. If you are observant, he will see outer reality shaping itself upon the model of his imagination. It is for this purpose of training us in image, making that we were made subject to the limitations of the senses and clothed in bodies of flesh. I want to repeat that one. I want to repeat that part. So when the person starts visualizing or starts entering a specific state that you want to manifest, right? You fuse with it. When you fuse with it, when it becomes you, when it becomes you and it's in your subconscious mind, your reality now wants to shift everything to match what you've fused in your mind, okay? It becomes the individual's home from which he views the world. So your viewpoint, what you just kind of planted the seed in your mind or subconscious, becomes your home going forward. If you stay there, if you stay in that mindset long enough, it will become your home. It is your workshop. And if you are observant, you will see outer reality shaping itself upon the model of your imagination. Okay? It is for this purpose of training us in image making that we were made subject to the limitations of the senses and clothed in bodies of flesh. So that part is kind of saying we're human. We're human. We're limited in our thinking, right? And then it follows and says, it is the awakening of the imagination, the returning of his son that our Father waits for. That part is kind of religious. My interpretation is that that's awakening. That is you becoming one with your higher self, higher source. You want to call it God. You want to call it Jesus. You want to call it Allah. Whatever you want to call it. The higher self, the higher force. When you start using your power, your God-given power, your this force that's given you the ability to create in this physical realm, when you start understanding that you have power and you start applying it and you start using it, that's the real awakening. That's really what awakening is. That's you kind of killing your old self, right? The reason why they say like the old self dies, and Neville also says this, and in many religions they talk about this too. I'm not trying to get religious or anything like that. I mean, if you guys want me to one day, I can, but many belief systems have that your old self dies in order for your new self to awaken, right? For my interpretation of that is the old limited self, limited beliefs, you realize what you're doing. And once you know your power, once you kind of learn about manifestation, once you learn about your thoughts create, or your feelings, emotions, all of the above create, you can't really go back to old self, right? You can't, like, it's like kind of like you know too much at this point. So what Neville was saying in that quote, and with my interpretation, is once you fuse into the state you want to experience stuff from, like, for example, if you're in a lack state and you want to go into an abundant state, right? You want to experience luxuries, riches, abundance, money coming in, no problems, being financially free, let's say. You must fuse with that state. So that means if you're someone that's in lack constantly, or complaining, or worried about where am I going to get this money from, where am I going to get this money from, blah 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 blah, you're not fused into abundance. And therefore, when you're not fused into that, when you haven't shifted into that proper state, your reality cannot reflect back to you the situations that come with that state. Like, let's say, for example, if you're in lack with a person or money, that state comes with different dramas, different problems, different situations, different things you have to solve, right? When you're in an abundant state, that comes with different situations, different feelings, different emotions, more probably feeling like nicer feelings, obviously, but everything is like, it's like a group of emotions, a group of thoughts, a group of being, like a way of being, a group of reactions, right? So it's like a cluster of many things that need to change when you're manifesting, trying to get into a different state. So let's say you want to be chosen, right? But you're experiencing a lot of not chosen stuff. What the way I would like you to go forward with this is not just visualize someone choosing you and that's it. That's not how I manifest. That's not how I visualize. That's not how I daydream, because I've done it like that before. And my aim is not just to experience that one sliver of evidence with that one person. My approach is to embody that version of myself where I'm not just getting it from that one person, but I'm getting it from every other area of my life and every other person in my life. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, comment down below. And I've experienced this a lot with clients, and I've experienced this with myself too, where you can visualize just this one scene and then you manifest that one scene, but it doesn't result in the actual commitment you want, or it doesn't result in the actual luxury lifestyle you want. It just results in that one scene. That's it. It manifested, it happened, but you couldn't maintain it. You couldn't sustain it. You couldn't keep it, right? So my approach in my coaching and my courses is not just for you to manifest a visualization. It's for you to manifest the whole ass lifestyle that comes with that and to maintain it. If you guys are interested in coaching with me, the links should be in the description box down below for one-on-one coaching or my courses. Like all these success stories you hear, they're all real success stories. They're all real client emails. They're all real like sent emails from them, and I always share them on the channel. I always share them in these long YouTube videos or in shorts or in community posts. So if you guys want us to work together and you guys want to get on track with that, you know, I'm here for you, boo boo. But my challenge for you is you need to start asking yourself, if I were to be in that state, what type of relief would I feel? Like if I were to be that person that's getting the imagination, if I were living that right now, right? This is proper living in the end, by the way. If I were to actually experience that, what kind of relief would I feel? Let me practice those feelings. Let me start embodying those feelings. Number two, who would I tell? Who would I tell? Like, who would I be sharing this success with? Who would I be calling up? Who would I be conversating with, right? Another way of another angle you should look at it, your visualization or your living in the end should include, we got the first one down, which is what would I be feeling? What type of relief would I be feeling? Number two, what conversations would I be having? Number three would be, what would my new problems be now? Now that I have the thing, you probably wouldn't have the same problems as if you didn't have it, right? So for example, if you're someone that's trying to manifest more money, right? Your problems having more money would be different than not having much money, correct? Your problems having more money would probably be like, how do I spend this, right? Like that would be a good problem to have. How do I spend this? What gift do I buy myself? Those would be great problems. But when you're coming from lack, you're embodying the state of, oh my God, which bill do I pay? Which how do I cover this? Or when is the money gonna come? It would be more impatience, it would be more lack, it would be more giving away money, not for myself, not for me to enjoy, but for someone else to enjoy, right? Like, do you understand what I mean? Comment down below if you get what I mean when I say you would have different problems. You would have different feelings. You would have different conversations. You would literally have the same questions to answer in each, but one would be feeling really good and one would be feeling not so good. Okay, so if your SP were to choose you right now, have you ever asked yourself these? I challenge you guys to do this, by the way. This is challenge, Friday challenge until next Friday. For the whole week, you're going to work on this. And this client of mine that I saw this week, that I shared the little success with you, that she became more feminine. She became more receiver. Her SP started really becoming more masculine and more showing up as protective, showing up more as, I'll handle it. I will handle it. You don't need to worry. You don't need to think about how to handle it. You don't need to think about all the problems that come with handling it. I got you. I will take care of this. That's what she manifested, along with more money. And I had her actually do this challenge. So I want you guys to accept this challenge. Get a notebook, get a piece of paper, and write down on the top, write down your end goal, okay? And then on one side, write down right now, because you don't have it yet, what are your issues? What are your problems? What are your thought processes? And don't be scared that you're going to manifest it, please. Like, stop being scared that you're going to manifest it. Just get it out on paper. And then on the other side, write down, if I were to have it now, what would be my problems? For example, like I told you, if you were to have a lot of money right now and you were to manifest a lot of money right now, what would be your problems? One problem I could think of is, how the hell am I going to spend this money? Am I going to spend it on me? Am I going to spend it on friends? What am I going to buy me? What am I going to buy my friends? Like, that's the state of mind I would be thinking from. I would be thinking, when's our next dinner? When am I going out to dinner, to a nice dinner, treating my friends? When am I going out on a nice vacation, nice weekend getaway? These would be my thoughts. And you can go there before the manifestation happens, and you should be going there before the manifestation happens. This is you living in the end. Approaching it the way I'm saying is more powerful than you just visualizing, for example, just one scene of, oh, I manifested $500. Cool. I manifested $500. I'm visualizing $500 in my hand right now. Cool. If you visualize that, visualization manifests. So you'll get that 500. But my point of view isn't just you getting it. It's you keeping it. That's why I approach it from feelings. That's why I approach it from a state. When you're in a state, everything conforms. The people around you conform. The money, finances conform. The people at the bank conform. The people at work conform. Like, you're getting at it from every angle. That's what I want you to do. Now, if you are someone that wants to become more in your feminine energy, you have to start focusing on less manipulation outside of your internal and your external, less manipulation. If you want to be in your feminine and you want to be attracting a version of your specific person, or any person to be more masculine with you, you have to stop trying to figure out the hows of everything. Stop trying to manipulate things to happen. Stop trying to force things to happen. Like, if you want someone's attention, stop trying to post so many pictures and so many things to get their attention. They feel your energy. No matter how hot you are, no matter how sexy you are, no matter how skinny you are, how voluptuous you are, how beautiful your makeup is, no matter any of that, people feel your energy before all of that shit. I'm telling you, know how I know? I've seen me look my hottest and my energy was off and I wasn't getting that, what I wanted to receive. I've also seen me look my worst physically. No makeup, no nothing, no looking like a bum, everything looked really bad, my worst. but my energy was on point, and I got like 10 people approaching me that day, and I mean, I didn't want it because I have my SP, but you get what I'm saying? And this is why also you probably see the hottest guys with whatever girls, right? Like, I mean, beauty has no beauty is in the eye of the beholder, obviously. Like, I'm not here to judge anybody, but I'm talking from like maybe your opinion of someone maybe mediocre, but they have Prince Charming next to them, right? Why do you think that? Have you ever noticed, have you ever observed those situations when one person is so hot in the relationship and the other person is not really? This could be guy or girl, doesn't matter. The girl has to be a beauty and the guy a beast. But vice versa. Like, have you ever observed that situation where the hotter one is with someone that's whatever, someone that doesn't give a shit about how they look, they don't care about their like taking care of themselves, how they dress, how their hair, but they still get the hottest person in the room? This is because their energy speaks louder than their looks. You think that looks speak louder, but energy is contagious. Energy is contagious. The moment that person walks in the room and their energy is on point, they can attract anyone, anytime, anywhere, any place. Doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter how much you work out, how hot your body is, it doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters, you guys. Like, my SP has had freaking models before me. I don't care. It never mattered. It never mattered. Not that I don't think I'm pretty, but I'm just saying, like, you guys know what I mean, right? You guys know what I mean with everything I'm saying. No disrespect to anybody, but energy speaks louder. If you want your man to be masculine, or it doesn't matter, man, woman, if you want more masculine energy around you and you want to feel more feminine, you have to start not manipulating your 3D. You have to start prioritizing how your energy feels over anything else. Energy comes before looks. I don't care how hot you look that day, prioritize your energy. Because if you feel like crap, your $100 blow dry and your $100, $200, $300 professional makeup artist makeup, whatever, wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter how expensive your bag is. It wouldn't matter how expensive your car is. If you're not prioritizing your energy, people feel that and they either come towards you or they go further away from you. And feminine energy and receiving energy likes very calm internal world. A very regulated nervous system is very feminine. I'll let things flow. I don't have to figure it out now. That's more feminine. Masculine is more like, I need to get this shit done. I need to figure this out. I need to know the how. I will take care of this. Like, that's masculine. And you can be that in work. You can be that throughout the home when you need to get stuff done. But when it comes to you and a partner and you crave that, you don't want to be the one always handling stuff. You rather your man handle it or your partner handle it and you feel more feminine, then you step back a little bit and you calm that inner world down. Okay? I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, comment down below. I love you. Take up my challenge. I hope you wrote everything down. I mean, if you didn't, you can always rewind. I keep thinking I'm live for some reason. Even if I was live, you probably could rewind it. But anyway, take up my challenge, you guys. I promise you'll start seeing changes going forward. My clients aren't all successes by coincidence. I know what I'm talking about. I've been through it before. Many trial and error stuff I've tried on me first. Me being my most stubborn client, me being my most impatient client. So I know how all this works. You guys, I love you. I'll see you in next Friday's video. Again, if you need me, coaching with me, or my courses, links are going to be in the description box down below. Bye.